Hi, I'm Smizoma for NHL94Online.com. Welcome to a sold out, if a little bit late, stream. Tonight's games include Mighty Eskimo and Alice, 855, 8555, not to be confused with Alice in all capitals, and Bob Kadelsky and Stantinator at in about 45 minutes from now. I am just downloading the correct ROM I need. We're doing not usual NHL94, we're doing Real NHL94 tonight. This is a ROM by XDoff, if I pronounce that correctly, which uses the actual rosters, I guess on opening day or around then, of NHL 90 of the 93-94 season instead of the end of the 92-93 season. I do need to make sure I have the right ROM. Let me just check in chat. Okay, that is right. That didn't update. That's weird. Doesn't update the list. Okay, I think it's actually looking in the old directory, so. No, it's me who put it in the wrong directory. There we go. There we go. Just make sure that loads.
It's in the game.
So let me figure out who is who in this game. It's Rick Tockett going in. It looks like we've got line changes. So a lot of modifications to do. Thomas Sandstrom, I guess, I don't know if he was a free agent or traded, but normally he'd be on LA. He's on Pittsburgh for 94. Let me know if the audio is okay. I seem to be... Oh, now you don't have game audio. This is Mighty Eskimo and Alice 8555. Mighty Eskimo is the Penguins. I only have one game, so more games after this. Looks pretty good. This is my first time seeing this ROM. What's that? 15, Dmitry Mironov, and 19, John Cullen probably. And Cullen lying in wait here. And 34. Takes a jogger. It's died earlier this year. Peter Zazzle. 0-0 through first. Check that. Let me know if that is that better now. The game audio is a bit lower. I think my microphone can be a bit louder. Is that a bit better now, probably? And the goalie dives to the puck. That was Potvin. John Cullen with a lot of action. And hold. Straka. And I'm not sure who 17 is. 3. Here's Straka. And he's taken down. Was that 22? Baumgartner? And Clark. Oh, it's probably Mike Gartner. And Clark and Albert Gartner in the corner. Just just shoots it on. Gets the pass from Barasso. When he looks super slow, here's Yager. At the blue line. Spinning. Todd Gill. Passes just before to get in check. I don't think he even got knocked down though. Here is Straka. Yager. And oh, that miss. Wide. Well, he got the one-timer. Looks like that was going to go in. Clark and the one-timer to John Cullen. It is in 1-0 for the Leafs. I think that is, that's Alice. Pascal's straight up to Mironov again. Let's check the stats on these teams. This Mighty Eskimo, 19 wins, 23 losses for the Penguins, and Ellis, 12 wins, 32 losses. And Eskimo has tied it up, so I would say Mighty Eskimo is the favorite in this. A holding penalty, so a chance for Mighty Eskimo for just tying it up. Gets Doug Gilmore into the penalty box. Good chance to take the lead. In terms of goals for and goals against, it's actually, Ellis's goals for is pretty low. They have similar goals against averages. Actually, not really. Ellis, pretty good at defense. Looks like Mighty Eskimo, better scorer, but worse defense. Alice has trouble scoring though. It's just a 2.29 score average. Fan wants draft league going. You need a good draft league. Zuzzle here. Todd Gill taken out by Tocket. Thomas Sandstrom. He scores on the one-timer. 2-1. 2 minutes 51 seconds to go. So after getting that early, or that late lead, Alice unfortunately for him. And I'm a Leafs fan, so I'm voting for the Leafs here. He's got a nice one-timer chance. Oh, it goes straight on the goalie. John Cullen just puts it straight on Sean McEachern here. And 7 is not Thomas Sandstrom, it's Joe Mullen. And John Cullen trying to find a way to the net. He's getting held up. And just passes into the crowd. Number 3. Oh, he gives it away. This is a good chance. One-timer. Oh, he hits the side of the net. Another chance. And Barasso's back. It's a great play. 1 minute to go. Good chance for the Leafs, but it's just not going. Oh, it bounces away. Here we go. One last rush. Todd Gill. Mike Gartner across, and he scores. John Cullen. Could be going to overtime here. So Peter Zezel is actually the leading scorer for the Leafs. 24 games, 10 goals, 12 assists. There's a breakaway. Stops, runs with the goalie. This player, 16 is just taking everyone out. That's Borshevsky. Gilmore gets the interference call. EK2. Zezel. 13 seconds. So probably not going to be able to get a scoring chance here, and Lydia just shoots it. Running out of period. 2-2. Going to overtime. They've already played their other games, so there's just this one. Send it down. Barasso picks it up to the he scores from the corner. Impossible angle. It's knocked over. Would have been a penalty shot. And Gill picked it up in the corner, passes to Cullen. Well then, so that is a win for Ellis. And yeah, that was the only game they had to play. Let's see if I can take over here. I still player 3, I can't. The game stats. That's not lagging. There we go. Game stats. So Leafs actually dominated this game in terms of shots, 11-6. 2% one-timers, not as much attack zone, so much more efficient shooting, getting shots off. Passing, pretty similar. Let's take a look at the player stats. So Lemieux and Sandstrom, Tocchet, Murphy. On the Leafs, John Cullen, 6 shots and 3 points. First start of the game. And Gill, 2 assists. So let's take a look at this league. Checking the chat to see if anyone is able to play. Okay, I don't think anyone's. Games the way we do. Let's see, no, 0-2-0-2. See Stampinator in the chat. It's the Discord chat. So yeah, we've got this is the RealNHL94. It's within the league. This is a ROM. That is the 1993-94 rosters. So we just saw Thomas Sandstrom on the Penguins, Mike Gartner on the Leafs. At about 10 o'clock, we're gonna have Stampinator with the Islanders. It's Bob Kudowski with the Senators. Senators roster, and this has Alexandre Daigle and Alexei Yashin. Also Evgeny Davidov. Yeah, their whole starting lineup is completely different than the original game this season. Stampinator, his leading scorer is Robert Cron. I'm not sure why. No, it's not. Let me see that. This is a different team. It's got character on. That's the Whalers. Let's see the Whalers. The Professor. He's got Robert Cron as his top player. Tickiness has been doing ELO ratings in this league. So this rating here is calculated every time you win. You gain some points depending on how good your opponent was and what team they were using. So we got Dangler at the top. So 66 games played, and 1845 rating. Stampinator next. Oh, Tickiness is here. It says, and the margin of victory as well. I think, yes, the if you win by one, it's the one-time multiplier. If you win by 5+, it's a 2 times multiplier. I forgot the exact multipliers. We're gonna have Stampinator and Bob Kudowski. So Stampinator 1748. Looks like a much higher rating I'm having the same issue I've had before, where the headset is not working. You're probably hearing. No, it's not that. Actually, it might be. I think it's the webcam microphone. Okay, so I'm bringing the game volume down. Does that improve the microphone? Or is it still just really quiet? Dan K, you missed the first game, which was Ellis 8555 and Mighty Eskimo. It was an well, I guess you can watch the replay later, I won't give it away. And here's Stantinator in chat coming up soon, so we're gonna have Stantinator and Bob Kudelski around about 10 o'clock. We can take a look at their teams, get a bit of a preview of who their players are. Stantinator is the Islanders. So he's got actually the original lineup from '94. He's got Turgeon, Hogue, Thomas over Travis Green. I'm not sure if he's even in the original game. In net, he's got Ron Hextall, a big upgrade in net over Glenn Healy. So it looks like his offense is really going through Pierre Turgeon, getting 2.11 points per game compared to Hogue 1.5, Thomas 1.35. And that second line, Green, King, Ferraro. One of the unfortunate things, especially for a line changes league, we don't have time on ice in Super Nintendo. That's something that's in the Sega game. So you can get things like how many points per minute players get, or per 15-minute game equivalent. Defense looks like Kasparis only played half of the games, not even, but actually has the best points per game. Krupp and Malikov, Tom Kurvers, who I think Tom Kurvers is the guy that essentially the Leafs traded Scott Niedermayer for. They had they had their first round pick. They traded him for Tom Kurvers, and the team did not do so well. They ended up with the number 2 pick, and that was Scott Niedermayer. It was almost Eric Lindros. They almost gave Eric Lindros to the Devils. So Ellis asks, who's up next? We're gonna have Stantinator and Bob Kudelski in about 20 minutes. Bit of a lag time here. Poor planning on my part today. And this is the interesting one, looking at the Senators. Scott Levens, 2 points per game, but he only played 1 game. And it's Alexandre Daigle. It's a hard name to say. Daigle. Dag. I guess people just typically say Dag. It's easy. 25 games, 25 goals. The player stats I posted last week. Is that the team stats? I'm not sure what you mean by the player stats. The in-game players. Oh, that spreadsheet. Let me find that. Must be here somewhere. Is it here? I'm getting a link sent to me. Let me find that. Here we go. Classic Genesis all-time in-player game stats. Okay, that's interesting. Let's check this out. Gotta switch over. I have two browsers. One is for the stream, one is for me. Copy it over into the stream browser. We've got a CSV file. Okay, can I do this? Okay, I gotta move some windows around. Whoa! Deaconist and 6 decimal places. Name a more iconic duo. Just kidding, I know it's just default. Significant digits. I had a physics class in high school where we did significant digits for like a month. It was so boring. It's because it was I guess a lot of people had trouble in that class, and the teacher thought this will help their grade for submitting to university. It's the complete opposite because I was so bored. Alright, what can I do here? So shooting percentage. Let's get a filter on games played here. Data filter. Confidence intervals. Let's go games greater than. Classic season is 40 games. Let's just go at least one season. Shooting percentage. Terry Karkner. 2 goals on 3 shots. Terry Karkner, I have played hockey with his nephew, I think, who is Matt Karkner, who played for a long time for the Senators. We went to the same high school. I think he was a year ahead of me. Ulf Dahlen, maybe this number of. Let's also filter shots greater than also 40. So we got the low usage players, Zilpukin, Richie, Sandstrom. This is saying best shooter, #1 shooter amongst like consistently used players at 43%. After that, just gonna keep an eye on chat for when Stantinator and Pavelski are ready to go. Steve Eiserman is up here. Let's do big fan of conditional formatting. Let's just increase this some more. More games, 80, 3 seasons. Checks per penalty, I do like that idea. So Brendan Shanahan, a lot of checks for very few penalties. This is most of the time this is going to be penalties including after the whistle. Only certain ROMs have the hack to separate those. But yeah, he's got games per penalty 24. Keith Kachuk. I guess he's a sub, so players who get subbed a lot, they're going to have a higher ratio here. So yeah, Shanahan and Janney. The refs just don't call penalties on St. Louis, I guess. Where is Hull in this? Hull 98. Not too bad. And then again, the Penguins, Stevens, and Francis. Although, is this a Sega? So, Danke, anyone know if after checks off the whistle are counted? It depends on the ROM. There is a hack to fix that, so I know if you're playing, if these are classic league stats, so yeah, these are going to be all counting checks after the whistle. Some leagues have that separated. You actually get checks after the whistle and just plain old checks. Although for players, you don't know how many checks after the whistle a player's done, you only know how for a team. But that's relevant for this. So yeah, Shanahan, Janney, Stevens, of course, and Gretzky. Very gentlemanly. Kovalenko, which is very useful because he checks, he's a guy you really want to use for checking a lot. As you can see, he gets a whole bunch of checks. So yeah, Shanahan checks per penalty, but he doesn't get a lot of checks because he's heavy. Steve Smith. That's weird. I guess the defenseman. A lot of checks. Must be a lot of. You'd think a lot of those checks would fail, but he still got 7,000 checks. Who is our top checker? It's Ray Bourque. So even though he's heavy, the AI for Ray Bourque, he's just a maniac. If you watch him, he just runs around, checks everyone. It's pretty funny. Chris Chelios. I'm trying to think who are the other high checking rating players. I know Samuelson is. Samuelson's got either a 5 or a 6 in checking. That's translates to a 90 or a 99. To Bourque. You got Bourque, son. Time on ice. Time on ice minutes per game. Oh yeah, this is Sega. We do have time on ice per game. And checks. Let's look for like that's checks per game. Should we do like checks per second? That's relevant. Shoot percentage checking. Goals and assists. Who's got the most points? Do not have that total. Let's see who the checks per penalty. Who do the refs really hate? It's Rosichka, McPhee. Semenov. He's got a lot of games. Steen. Peter Klima. The refs just hate him. Mark Recchi. Matt Sundin. Mike Medano. Steve Eiserman, McGillney. Alright, we've got a message here. Dangler's got the new 2020 ROM. Hogged here, so Hogged and Yuskevich for Philly. And we also had, Brindamore. Oh, actually, the refs' checks per penalty is low, so the refs just love these guys. They turn a blind eye. Klima can do no wrong. The Flyers in general, Brindamore, Hogged, Skavich, I know Reki was here somewhere. The refs, just ignore them. Let them do whatever they want. Oh, this is checks. Checks per penalty. High penalties per check. Right, getting mixed up here. So yeah, the refs hate Philadelphia. I mean, who doesn't? So Dangler is saying they're going to try out the new 2020 Super Nintendo ROM. I just asked them if they can send me the link. We got the ROM here. This is the COVID ROM. I'm not sure what's in this. I think there's like random people. We'll see what it is. We'll see what's in there. Downloading that ROM now. Put it in the correct folder this time. That'll speed things up. Here's the COVID ROM, and they're going to start in a moment. Go, joining. This is the COVID ROM. It's got Vegas in there. Didn't notice if the graphics were updated. Probably not. I don't know if we can do that on Super Nintendo right now. So it is Dangler's Tampa Bay, McMarcus is Dallas. Okay, so it's actually, you know, the actual teams. For some reason I thought there were like some random players in this. Stamkos. It only played 2 minutes though. Bring some game audio back. It's just me, I can't hear it. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with the audio. Here comes Hedman, cross, into the corner, looking for either a big shot or one-timer. I guess there aren't really big shots in Super Nintendo. Not sure who 22 is, and across, oh, misses it, hits Radulov. Here's Kucherov, and stopped by, I assume it's Kubobin. Braden Point. Spins around. Gets knocked over 22. Don't know who that is. And Decadence says, is ice time divided by penalties? Or metric? Let's try that. That's an interesting one. I'm gonna calculate that in the background. Oh, this game, this is Dangler as Tampa Bay, and let me reboot my brain here. Who was it? McMarcus as Dallas. I'm just gonna remove those details. Okay, I see Bob Kudelski messaging me. Alright, gonna join Bob Kudelski here. So penalty minutes per game. Shanahan, Nolan, and in terms of a lot of games, we got Juneau, Dale Howardchuk, Jeff Courtnall, Borshevsky, and the guys get a lot of penalties. I'm going to be hosting Okelski and Stantinator. They have some lag, so they're going to give it a try. Joining in a minute. Now let's switch over here to this again. So this is penalty minutes per game. Ray Bork way up there. Bork and Sweeney for Boston. So many penalties. Okay, I think they are joined. Time on ice is there, actually. So time on ice per game, you can see that. But anyway, we are going to this game. So this is Stantinator's team. It's got some chance to make no Dean Chenoweth, putting Richard Pilon in instead. And for the Senators, completely new line. I mean, only a couple players were the ones in the original game, at least on that first line. McBain is one of his top scorers. How is the audio level? I'm having trouble hearing it on my end. Things are a little off tonight. So I can do, I don't see any audio, but the game isn't running yet, so that makes some sense. Okay, sound is good. I'm gonna put the teams up. So we've got Bob Kudelski as the Senators. Oh, wow, that is a bit laggy. '17 looks super slow. That pass went to, oh, here's Dag. They're kind of stopping. I don't know if they're just, that's the strategy, or it's just super laggy for them. We've got first goal. Backhand for Stantinator. McElwain in the box. Yeah, for some reason the time on ice kind of drifts. So you'll often see, even though a game is 900 seconds, you'll see like 930 seconds for a player. So it's a little bit weird. I'm not sure why that happens. And actually the checks per player was also a hidden metric. Like each player has a goal count, an assist count, a penalty minutes count, and then hidden were checks and time on ice. So 20, I have no idea who some of those players are. 25, oh nice, one-timer and save. The goalie is Craig Billington instead of Sidorkovich. The checks per player were definitely hidden in the Sega version. There is a hack to show them though. What that hack does is it replaces the penalty minute count per player with checks per player. No wait, let me see. It's two different things that are going on here. Yeah, in Sega, I don't think it showed the checks per player, did it? So I thought it was one where I had gone in trying to add it, and then I found that it was actually already there. Like I added it, and there were two columns in my debugger that were the same. But I added a checks against. So you'll see certain ROMs that show checks per player. At least if my memory is correct. Dag in, knocked over. Oh, Turgeon, stop sub. Find the rosters. Second goal for Stantinator. Amber says looks laggy. Yeah, so especially so I'm the host, and yeah, if you're the host, if there's any lag, you definitely see it. So it's kind of one of the advantages of a stream not hosting. So if you're watching the game and you press that I key to disconnect from the live game, you don't get any lag on the stream. So 11, that's Evgeny Davidov. Second line, well, not next right now. Here is Thomas, stopped. There is 20, Andrew McBain. 18 is, I know, it's Troy Millette. And 21, Dennis Vial, tough guy. 16 sends it in. I gotta think that Bob Kelsey's having trouble with lag if he's just shooting it from there. Nice save there, though. Here is Yashin, dodges that. He's in and scores. Shaw knocked over 26. Let's see. It is 26. Patrick Flatley. Lord of the Ice Dance. Six to 27. 27 is Derek King. And Travis Green scores from King and Flatley. Here's McBain. 16. Is that Jordy Hull? Oh, he's having trouble checking that player. That was Troy Millette looking quite feeble. So 4-1 lead here for Stantinator. Third period. Bit of lag. 4 shuffles into the zone. Breakaway here for 17. Is that Millette? Oh, the goalie goes the wrong way. And 17 is McElwain, Dave McElwain. It's a shame. Can't do much about this lag. 33. Circles, there's Bob Kudelski. The real Bob Kudelski in the real NHL94. Wellington up to 33. It's Troy Murray. And the backhand, Davidov. That is his, at least his 23rd goal in 22 games. This is his 23rd game. His 6 assists, so Davidov only goals. Dave McElwain. Here comes 47. Oh, he just comes right in and scores. That is Richard Pylon, or Pelon. Five, 3 for standing. Oh, a lot of lag. And Turgeon taken down. Pass to Davidov. 3. This is it. Shaw. Davidov. Here's Bob Kudelski. And he tries to go back in, but that's stopped by Ron Hextall. And here it is for off the post. Davidov wiped out. Bob Kudelski, not a good shot there. Here comes Steve Thomas. And one-timer. Turgeon. 6-3 for the Islanders. Yashin from a mile away. I wonder what his shooting accuracy and shot power are in this game. Auto with timeout. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. They need 2 goals. They need Yashin back on the ice. And fresh. But Pelon into the corner. Turns around. Oh, it's stolen. I don't know who 27 is. Here is Dag. Can you do the spinorama? Nope. He's in the corner, wiped out. Yashin avoids the puck for some reason. And Norm McIver getting out. Dag with the back check. I'm not sure that they programmed that in for him. Here is Malikov, 26, 27, I don't remember. Here, oh, and McIver, 17 across to, oh, Yashin gives it away. That could be the game. Here's Travis Green. Senators pick it up. Here comes Dags, 10 seconds to go. 17, can he find? Oh, it's stolen. Richard Pelon, star of the game. 6-4. It's a 6-4 final for Stantonator. Alright, they're going to switch hosts because that was not better than what they were experiencing before. But in the meantime, we can check the game stats. Pretty close in terms of shots. Way more one-timers for the Islanders. Ottawa not getting those one-timers going. Turgeon Green, 2 goals each, and Yashin 2 goals. Here we go, game 2. Bob Kudelski, Stantonator. So he takes Davidov out to get him on that second line. A bit of scoring power. No Dave Archibald. Ellie kill. Dag? Okay, Yashin. Here comes Turjan. Dag back to 17. Can't remember this McElwain. Just check that. Oh, big check by Billington. Here's Dag. Cross to McElwain. McElwain. Oh, Yashin. The pass goes wide. Islanders coming back. Here is Thomas in the corner. Finds the one-timer Turjan, but it goes straight on Billington. 27. That is... don't know. Lost the puck anyway. Full work, 27. 3 Malikov, he's mugged over there. Not going in on the breakaway, goes around him and scores. It's good try on the manual goalie to stay centered, but he just, with good patience, went around. Is Kasparaitis. Here is Davidov, Bobkowski, and oh, one-timer attempt. Well, that was saved, or the player got it. Oilers, or the Islanders flip it in. Billington didn't like what he saw, kept it. The game looks almost slowed down. Senators, both teams going with their second line. Ray Ferraro, number 20. Here's Ray Ferraro defending against Bob Kudelski. Bob Kudelski may be disconnected, because that doesn't look right. You've still got a B check in. Yeah, this doesn't look right.
In the game.
Okay, we are back. They look live here. Here's Dag. Oh, he's crushed by Malikov. Yashin has to get the puck, so they're really checking Senators hard here. Here's Dag warping through. We're actually going to know I'm connected, that's why. There's I. Let's move it out. I think what happens is I mentioned that it looked like I was falling behind. The game looks slow. That's why it's disconnecting, because I fall so far behind that it just stops working. So we're gonna watch it with the lag. Here is Davidov. Flipped before he could get the good shot off. Green in, hands it off. 27 off the post. lag. I for that lag. Here is Malikov in the corner. Thomas can't beat Billington. Shaw. Titov. Bob Kudelski gets rid of it. And Shaw making his way to the net. That's sent down. Oh, goes in front, and oh, the goalie's still out, and he scores. Here, Stensenegger's tied it up. Yashin picks up, holds onto it. Dag across. Oh, nice save. What a save. In period 1-1. Kyver's pass picked off. Here is Mahog into the. Oh, he looks broken there on the ground. 27 up to Yashin. That was a little bit offside, but we don't play with that. Dag, can he get a one-timer? Oh, he scores anyway. Gets the goalie moving a bit. Goes back from Yashin and Phil Bork. Green wins the face-off to Malikov. Up to 27, stopped by Billington. I don't know who that is, but here is Davidov, I think. Passes it to Kudelski. Davidov is in, circling, big shot off the post. Malikov. I was confusing Malikov and Price before. Oh, it's saved by Billington. Here is Shaw. Here is 33, whoever that is. Shooting in the corner, and he gets double teamed by 3 is Malikov. 47 is Pilon. And nice check. Oh, good goal. Tending. Yashin in. Backhand scores. Sounds slow. Music is super slow. Here comes Stensenegger. Down 3-1. Minute to go. He is in. Oh, Bob Kelsey makes the save. Goes down early. Gets back up. Makes the next save. Davidov behind the net. Tries to come out. Stensenegger tracks him easily. Good save by Stensenegger. And across. Oh, nice goal by Dag. It's 4-1 here. 40 seconds to go. Pretty much out of reach. Let's see what Stensenegger can do. Loses the face-off. Dag again. And 20 seconds to go. This game is over. Sent down to Dag. Can't reach it. And that's game 2. Bob Kudelski ties it up at 1 game apiece. this regular season series. Alice says Stanton's 14-game win streak comes to an end. I'm gonna check chat. They might be telling me how the lag is going. I think they're just chatting. Alright, they're gonna join back to me as a host. I wonder if we can third party. Is there anyone in chat who's had good connections with Stantonator who could host? Switch back to this spreadsheet. So, penalty minutes per game. Oh, that's not wasted, it's working. There's no quick way to move the chat over to the right side. Ray Bork, Barbaros. So Toronto. So there's definitely some bunching, like Suter and Fleury. Paul Ranheim. Who really gets away with, or who's really Nice, gentlemanly Shanahan. Okay, we're gonna go with me as the host.
In the game.
So yeah, we're gonna join. They're gonna join my game, and this does probably give Stantner found my connection a bit better. This might be a little bit of an advantage for Stantner based on that. So I've had this idea. RetroArch is open source, and I was thinking there must be a way to modify it so that you can hook up a program into the data of the game. A little bit like the uploader, where when you save the game, it creates a copy of the RAM, and then we just look at that to get the final data. But what if you got the data during the game? So on the stream, you could actually put things like which player currently has the puck. So you see their number, but you could display their name on the screen. If someone scored, you could put like a live shot counter on the screen. You could put live stats on the side. All sorts of things that you could do. So that's on my list of things to do that in about 2024. I'll get there. So we've got, here comes, Stantner gets the shot, gets the penalty. Kelsey back to their way, Dagla, and save. So power play here for Bob Kudelski. This is game 3, series tied 1-1. Derek King in, stopped by McIver. Here's Davidov. Bob Kelsey's gone for I guess it's the power play, so he's got all his best players on. Richard Pilon in, and oh, I thought he was going to go backhand, but he went back to forehand. And Billington, still tall, stopped it. Green with the big check. Islanders just holding onto that puck, taking some time. Here is Pilon again. Not sure the wisdom of rushing with your defenseman on the penalty kill, but it worked out okay. Gets the puck in deep. Here comes Dag back. Davidov, oh, he's crushed. That puck goes into the corner without him. Islanders back on that pass. Looks like it went left and it went right. This is Kasparaitis in on the breakaway, and oh, great save by Bob Kudelski. Another save there. Oh, and a save by Ekstall, Stantner. And changing on the fly. Travis Green holding it, so he gets knocked off the puck. Luckily they have their players back on the ice. Here comes Bobkowski. Nice save by Stantinator. Covers the post off. Here is, I think, Malikov. Shaw. Senator is going for a change. Evading that check. That could have been a bad situation. 33. He's in front. He just puts it on. Saved by Hextall. Senator send that down. Oh, they run out that icing and oh, the fuck hits the invisible barrier. That reminds me of that time that Dominic Hasek with the Senators, it was an offside play and he just, as soon as he saw it was offside, he just completely gave up. And they shot it and he just let it go in. Oh, the goalie guesses the wrong way. Turgeon scores. 1-0 for Bob Kudelski in the third game. Need to update that series count. Here comes Mackle. I think not winning 17. Hogue steals that behind the net. Stolen by 16 is Brad Lauer. Turgeon in. Faked the spinorama, went back, forehand. And Billington all the way down, he got this shot. Flip pass up to Bobkowski. Oh, bounces over his stick. Nice try. They get it back, shoot it on. Here is Bobkowski. Saved. Random players I do not recognize, and he scores! Dave Volek from Ferraro, 20, and Marty McInnes. Here is McIver, 1-1. Dishes to Yashin. Yashin behind the net. Oh, he's figuring out a way to go. Nope, other way. Nope, back again. And Turgeon's just in front of the net, just waiting for him. And the defender holds him. Good play by the AI. Behind the net again. Oh, he's finally taken down. Mackle lane across to Dagley scores. 2-1, Bob Kudelski. Stantinator coming right out. He's lost it. Here is Bob Kudelski. Bounces off that check. He's getting closer and closer to the net, and saved by Hextall. Here is Yashin. Winds up with a big shot. Take him down. 27, I think, is King. Bounces off a check into the corner. And you can see Bob Kudelski take control of the goalie to block a one-timer. Never appeared, though. All the way around. McIver up to Dag into the corner. One-timer intercepted by Pilon. Pilon back across to King and saved. So 2-1 here for Bob Kudelski. Senators going into the third period. Pretty low scoring games. And Hogue. Oh, the one-timer doesn't get the one-timer off. Here is Kyver. He's in. Stops up. One-timer by Yashin goes wide. Oh, and Dag's just crushed. Dag picks it up again. Yashin, McElwain, he's not quite in alone. Back to Dag. Dag loses it. Hiver. Now here comes Steen. Steen into the zone, looks for the one-timer. Intercepted by Yashin. Sends it down, looks like a nope, not an icing. Here comes Malikov. Lumbering through the neutral zone. Pass is picked off. 5 can't get past his own player. And I don't know if he's using it as a shield. Here comes Sergeant. Breakaway. And across. Oh, nice try. Wellington had just enough of an angle. Bob Kudelski on the breakaway. And saved. Here it is. Oh, across and he scores. Benoit Hogue from Turgeon and Thomas. Timeout by Bob Kudelski. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to go. Tied up. Scoring, this is a bit of a line advantage for the Senators. Scoring line 1 against scoring line 2. 28. Knocked off the puck, gets it back. Islanders control. Nope, Dag, the back check in the corner. Into the zone. Finds Yashin, but Yashin confused about what to do with the puck there. Looked like he was shooting it before he got it. And the one-timer stopped by Billington. Minute and a half to go. Yashin, Dag, back to Yashin. Oh, he loses the puck going to the net. Here's 18. Don't know who that is. Corner finds 25. Back to. Oh, he scores. Well, a chance from Bullock and McInnes. (3-2). The Islanders take the lead. 27. Derek King, I think. Looking a little bit laggy. Into the zone. Nope, not. Here he comes into the zone. Dodges one check. And just to evade the second check. He's just running out the time here. In the offensive zone, that's going to be a 3-2 victory for the Islanders. Bob Kudelski just cannot get the puck back. That is game 3 of this regular season series. 3-2. Stantonator takes the lead 2-1 in the series. So I'm trying to line up the commentary with the instant replays, because after the game I can just concatenate all those replays together, just smush them into one video, throw that up onto YouTube. So we've got updating the series count 2-1 for Stantonator. Here we go, the 4th game of this regular season series. 2-1 series lead for Stantonator. He's got the puck up to, lost it. Here comes Yashin. Holds on to it, gives it to Dag. Dag sends it back out of the zone. McElwain in, 1-on-5. It's into the corner. Dag flies into the zone, and we've got an injury to Steve Thomas. Dave McElwain into the box. Murray. 18-20, that's Ferraro. Guinness. Comes Bob Kudelski. This defender, and saved. Oh, but the pass bounces to the real Bob Kudelski in the game. He is rushing back on the back check and gets it, but I think he got a penalty. No, Brad Shaw, 2-man advantage. They wins the face-off. Coming out. Oh, he's knocked over by the AL. Turgeon picks it up. Back. Makes his way across the net. Oh, and the one-timer hits the side of the net. Senators get one player back. Dag defending. Can't knock Turgeon off the puck. He's in and he scores. Ivor to Dag. Dag over to Yashin. Oh, he gets the rebound and scores. Ties it up at 1. It's Kasperitis. And Bob Kudelski's just waiting for him with Bradshaw. And a misplay. Oh, he gets it. Billington comes across, stops that. Bob Kudelski back, cuts across, knocked off the puck by Travis Green. Peel on up to random player. Across, one-timer off the side of the net. Travis Green, double teamed in the corner. And Kasperitis around Billington and scores on the breakaway. A nice one-timer to Turgeon. 3-1 Stanton-Ader. So he's got Steve Thomas back, resetting his lines. Second period, Stanton-Ader leading 3-1. Oh, just warps through the defense. Turgeon. Alright, here comes Yashin. McElwain. Puts it in front. Dag can't pick that up in the crease. Oh, Bob Kudelski's Philbork checked out of the game by Uwe Krupp. Trap a screen just waiting there on defense for Stantinator, clogging that slot area. Pass misses. Here comes Bob Kudowski trailing by 2. And he scores. Nice goal by Brad Shaw. Back to within 1. And again, Turgeon just kind of warps through everyone off the face-off. Here is Yashin knocked over. And looks like we've got a penalty coming from Senders. They've had a breakaway, but nope, we've got a penalty instead. Charging to McIver. So with 2 minutes 46 seconds in the second, Bob Kudowski down a player. So looks like he'll need to make things up in the third period if he can. Yashin in, can't get a good shot off. Picked off by Dag. Sandy dodges, nope, does not dodge that check effectively. Here on the under Stantinator. Still got the puck, oh, almost puts it in off the defender. Gets it back. Defender's a little bit lost, saved that shot by Ferraro. And they scores. Picks up in the corner with the goalie out. Pass it to Yash Turdeg for the goal. Tied up at 3 here, a minute and a half to go. Here comes Stantinator. Zin gets another one-timer, misses. But he gets it back. Turgeon in. Being patient. In the corner in front. Takes the shot. Stopped. 40 seconds to go. Here is... Oh, Kyber. Mark the puck. Here comes Stantinator. Turgeon in. He's got the one-timer. And he scores! The hard top. The wide angle. So 4-3, Stantinator takes the lead. 21 seconds to go. Senders with the checking line. Everyone's tired. Here they come. He's in. 5 seconds across. Oh, big save by Hextall to reserve the win in the 3-1 regular season series win by Stantinator. Wait, is it not over? Was that the second period? Okay. Wrong period. Been an exciting end, but okay, the next clip is just for the replay. Alright, so that was actually the end of the second period. Here we are in the third period, 4-3 Stantinator. Intercepted by Turgeon. 4 minutes to go. That one-timer way wide. Shaw to digital Bob Kudowski, and that one-timer just misses. Stantinator up with Thomas. Nice save. Center just send it down on the penalty kill. Turgeon in front, goes for the one-timer to the point. Sender is waiting to get their team back and reset their lines. Players jumping off the bench. Here he comes. You find a one-timer. Nope. Knocked off with the puck by Hogue. Hogue stick handling across the line. Intercepted by Yashin. Yashin can't quite break through, but here's Dag. Dag in. Oh, intercepted by the shot was blocked and then passed away immediately. Here's Hogue. Cross. Oh, just hits Billington. That pass intercepted. 1 minute to go. So Stantinator still leading. That late goal. Here is Dag. 1 minute. He's in. He sneaks. Oh, but he gets knocked off his feet. Ottawa timeout. Get those lines back to full strength. Needs to win this face-off. Gets it to Shaw. Shaw's in. Goes around and scores. Looks like a little bit of lag. The goalie didn't really have a... I'm not sure what happened there. Anyway. That ties it up at 4. Here is Kasparaitis. He is in. Can't get the shot off. Senators coming back the other way across to McElwain. McElwain to Yashin. And Hextall stands tall. One-timer opportunity. Intercepted. And looks like we're going to go to overtime. It's overtime in this final game. 2-1 regular season series lead for Stantinator. Here he comes on the attack. That shot goes wide. And Billington picks that up. Bradshaw across, intercepted by Malikov. Here's Turgeon. Turgeon to Thomas. Thomas puts it in front again to Turgeon and saved by Billington. Turgeon picks it up and puts it in. So hat-trick goal for Turgeon to win that. 5-4 Islanders. 3-1 series win. Alright, congrats to Stantinator. We get some game stats here. Just have to wait for someone to get the goalie giveaway. We've seen it before. It happens too often. Gotta be careful with that goalie. The superintendent goalies move so fast. So you get the puck and you just fly out of the net. Give the puck away. Once one of those players drops from the game, we'll get the game stats. Player wants to leave the game, I guess. Let's take a look at these stats again. So, few penalties per game. Shanahan, let's go players who actually play a lot. So Keith Kachuk, 507 games. I'm sure his actual. Let's look at their actual game. How would we write that? Just go time on ice divided by 900. Oh, there it is. It's already there. Time on ice per game, 54. So it's Joe Juno, Dale Howardchuck, Jeff Courtnall. It's kind of the, I mean, Howardchuck, Courtnall, these are kind of the guys you wouldn't use a lot while playing. Borshevsky, Davidov. How many nice minutes? There we go. That's what we're interested in. Oh, that was already there. How many nice per penalty? I reinvented a stat that was already there. So, little ice time per penalty. Zarly Zalapsky, Ray Bork, Don Sweeney, Chelios, Elliott. A lot of defense on forward. Roenick, I mean, you're always using Roenick. He's gonna, and Fleury, you're gonna try to get a lot of checks with him. Zichka's a bit of a weird one. So yeah, Gilmore, this kind of makes sense that those light players. We can filter this a bit better. Greater than 120 times, what column is this? 900, that's, oh, that didn't work. 20,000. He just did pretty well. Oh, we need even more still. 100,000. That's not a lot. Seconds. Here we go. Roenick. Yeah, it's all these really light players that you're playing as a lot. I guess it just makes sense. The players use a lot. The Donato. He gets used. Who's got the most checks per second? Is that on here? Checks per 15 minutes equals checks divided by minutes. It's Fleury, Roenick, Gilmore. I mean, the players with the most penalties per minute. Kovalenko, Gretzky, Bure. This more. What? Go, game stats in that final game. It's 11 shots for the Islanders. A few more checks for the Senators, and a lot more attack zone time for the Islanders. 7 minutes. Passing, pretty similar. To the extent you're in chat, thanks for viewing it, no problem. It's always fun. One-timers, 2 for 9 for the Islanders. Thanks for making time to play on Thursday night. A lot of power play for the Islanders in that game. And the player stats. Got Brad Shaw, the defenseman for the Senators, 2 goals. Yashin with a goal and 2 assists. Dag with 2 points. And then Turgeon, 6 shots, 4 points, hat trick to win the game, I believe. I think it was him. What did the crowd think? Peak 91. Bit subdued. Oh, I didn't switch that over. There we go, so game stats. We go 11 shots to 8 for the Islanders. 7 minutes of attack zone to 4. And coming back here to the player stats. And that's it for tonight. We'll be back next week, again at either 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 or 7 Pacific. So, until then, thanks Alice. Thanks everyone for tuning in.